Hello student, today we will study about equation of motion in the chapter motion of class 9th. Now here we have to derive the equations of motion. There are three equations of motion. Okay, these are v is equal to u plus at. This is first equation. Second one, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and third equation is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, so here three equations of motion. As you can see here, some variables you can observe: v, u, a, t, s. What does it mean? So let us consider an object. Okay, so we will derive all these three equations. For that, let us consider an object which is moving with uniform acceleration. Okay, for example, this is a ball which is moving from this point to this point. Okay, here it is the initial velocity. We are denoting this by small u, and this is the final velocity. Final velocity is denoted by letter small v. Okay, now this much distance is covered by the object. We will denote this distance by the letter s. S means distance covered. It is taking some time from this point to this point, a point to b point. It is taking some time. Let it be small t, the time which is taken by this object to move from one place to another. Okay. Okay. Now, can we represent this in graph? For the by using velocity time graph, all of you are aware how to draw graph. This is velocity time graph. On the x-axis we are taking time, and on the y-axis velocity. You are aware already, we have discussed in earlier lectures. So the object is moving with the initial velocity this. Earlier the object was at rest. If the object was at rest, not moving, means velocity was 0 here. Now here some velocity is there, and again it is increasing its velocity. So here v is greater than u. Final velocity is greater than initial velocity. So in this uniformly accelerated motion of this object, a ball is rolling, for example. Okay, so let us plot graph for this. So this is 0, 0 origin, as you know in the mathematics. The object was, in this case we are considering from point A to B. Okay, so here some velocity is there, and here velocities are there on the y-axis, and x-axis time is there. This is positive x, positive y. Now as the velocity is not 0, let us consider this much is the initial velocity the object was moving on the graph. Similarly, it has reached to another point. Say this is the final velocity object has reached, this one. How much time it is taking? T time it has taken. Okay, so t time it will be here. Now if the graph is like this is the graph, velocity time graph for this object, starting from initial velocity u, reaching to the final velocity v, and we can join like this. And from here, all of you know that, draw perpendicular on x-axis. So what we observe, that it is taking small t is the time which is taken by this object to cover the distance s from point A to B. Now we will derive one by one. This is the first equation. First equation is called position. This was velocity time graph. Okay, because here v is there and t is there, that's why it is velocity time. Here s is there, so this is position time graph, and the third will be the position velocity graph. So let us derive one by one. So for the first one, v is equal to u plus at. Now all of you are aware that slope of graph, all of you know in triangle, right triangle, in mathematics you have studied. For example, this point is P, here is Q, this is R, and it is taking t time to cover this distance. Okay, t seconds it is taking. P, Q, R, we can label this point as S, for example. As we have already taken this, we can choose any other variable, so that confusion is not there. Let it be M, for example. Okay, all the points we have labeled in the graph. Now we know that slope of PQ, this line, this is the graph, the curve. How much will be the slope? Slope of PQ is equal to tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. So this is perpendicular. Let this point be N. So how much is perpendicular? QN upon base is what? PN. Okay. So this will give the acceleration. So we know that the acceleration of slope of the velocity time graph is acceleration. Since slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration, and small a is the symbol we are using for acceleration. So small a will be equal to the slope. So small a is equal to, slope is coming how much? Perpendicular upon base, and this perpendicular QN distance is how much? Is equal to this distance, opposite side of rectangle are equal, you are aware of it. So this distance is starting from the 0, this will be, let this point be O, so OV minus OU, that will, you will get V minus U. So this becomes V minus U. So acceleration in the numerator, this QN will become V minus U upon PN. PN, this distance will be equal to the, this distance, opposite side of rectangle are equal. So this PN distance will be equal to this one, which is t time it is taking. So small t will be in the denominator, and by cross multiply this t will come here. So V minus U is equal to AT, or we can write V is equal to U plus AT. So this is the required equation. So first equation we can derive like this. So this is called velocity time relation. It gives the relation between velocity and time. So we will use this equation while solving the numerical. When final velocity is given, initial velocity is given, acceleration and time, these are considered in the question. Okay. Now let us derive the second one. S is equal to ut plus half at square. From the same graph, you will draw this graph, and by this one by one you can easily derive. So let us see. Now we will use that the distance, how much is the distance of this, distance covered by this graph will be area under this. All of you are aware how to calculate area of a rectangle. So for example, this is length, this is breadth. How much will be the area? Area is equal to length into breadth. Clear? Similarly, any graph is like this. So this is point A and B, and how much will be the area of the shaded region? Will be equal to distance, this length and breadth, both you will multiply and you will get the area of the shaded part. Is it? You are aware in the mathematics, and physics is applied mathematics. So here also the same we will apply in this graph to find the distance covered by the object from A point to B. So distance covered will be equal to the area under this slope. This is the graph we have plotted. Okay. So how much is the area under this graph will be the shaded part. Okay, area of this shaded part will be the distance covered, as you are aware. So let us do that. And why is it like that? Because see, so second one we are deriving s is equal to ut plus half at square for that. Okay, now this is velocity time graph, velocity time graph. And how much will be the distance? All of you know the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. So distance will be equal to what? Speed into time, isn't it? Distance is equal to speed into time. So how much is the speed? This side, when you multiply speed, and what is the unit here? Meter per second, and time has the unit second. So what we got? Second get cancelled, and we got ultimately the distance. So distance is equal to speed into time. We can verify like this also. Okay, so let us apply this to calculate the distance here in this case. So distance will be equal to, okay, let it be. So distance is equal to area under the graph. So how much area is here under this? Here you can see the total share, and you can divide it into two parts. One is the triangle, other one is the rectangle. So total will be equal to sum of triangle plus rectangle. So we will write this is equal to area of triangle. Which triangle is this? PQN plus area of rectangle. Which rectangle is this? PNRO. Okay. Now we will put the values. How much is the area of triangle? You have done in mathematics of this right triangle. Here is the 90 degree is equal to half into base into height. So half into base. Base is how much? Tn. Tn is what? This time taken. Okay. So this will be equal to the T. Base into height. Height is what? This distance Qn, and Qn is equal to what? U minus V. So this will be U minus V. In place of this we can write plus. So how much is this? Perpendicular QL we are putting here. Now let us see, this area of this rectangle will be equal to this breadth and length. We will multiply this. How much will be this length? Time, and this is U, because from here to this is U. So U into T you can say. Okay. Now this is the distance. Which variable we are using for the distance? S. Keep this in your mind. So S will be equal to half T. Now from the first equation, this one, this which we have derived earlier, can we write V minus U is equal to what? V minus U can be written as AT, isn't? V minus U from here we can write as equal to AT. So we will put this value of V minus U from first in this place, in place of V minus U. Okay. So let us do that. So here it will become half into T, and V minus U is AT plus UT this term. So total will become half A T square plus UT. So this becomes UT plus half AT square. So this is the value of the distance. We can calculate like this and derive this graphically. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. So this is called, what is the name of this? Position time relation. This gives the relation between position, means S, and time. So this equation is called position time relation. So we have derived these two equations of motion, all these three equations of motion, out of which two are derived. Now let us derive the third equation. which is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. How it can be derived? Again we will use the same formula, that distance is equal to area under the graph. Now here in the second case we have divided into two parts as triangle and rectangle. Overall you can see here which shape is this. This is trapezium also, isn't? This is a trapezium. So what is the area of trapezium? Sum of the parallel sides, this side and this one, these are parallel sides. We have to do total of this sum of parallel side into distance between them, perpendicular distance. How much is this distance is there in between these two lines, parallel lines? So we will use this in order to derive the third equation. So let us do that. Now here for deriving the third equation, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as, how it can be derived? Here also, so we write also distance S is equal to area under graph. How much is the area? Which is equal to the area of trapezium. How much is the, what is the name of this trapezium? This one you can say O U Q R. O, this point is P. O P Q R. Okay, this trapezium, which is equal to the sum of parallel sides into distance between them. Okay, so how much is the distance between them? We will put this, so that is half. So this will be equal to the half, and sum of the parallel sides, which are parallel sides, from here to here this is u, and from here to here this is v. So u plus v into distance between them. How much is the distance? T distance, right? So this is equal to s. Now from the first equation you are also aware that in place of this t, how much can we write? Is equal to v minus u upon a, isn't it? So t can also be written as v minus u by a from the first equation which we have derived. So we will put this value of small t from here into this equation in place of this t. So let us do that. It will become half u plus v into, that is v minus u upon a. This we have substituted in place of t. So we can write here, since t is equal to v minus u upon a, from here we have substituted this value. Okay, from first equation. Now this will become, now all of you know that identity or formula in mathematics, you know that a plus b into a minus b. How much is that? A square minus b square, or x plus y into x minus y, that is x square minus y square. Similarly, u plus v or v plus u multiplied by v minus u. So v minus u into v plus u will become v square minus u square. So it becomes half v square minus u square, these two terms, upon a. So we can write it at v square minus u square upon 2a. Okay, this is the s. Now by cross multiply, this 2a will come this side, so this will become 2as is equal to v square minus u square. So we have derived this equation, which we can rearrange this to write v square is equal to u square plus 2as. This is the third required equation of motion, okay, which graphically it is derived. This is also called position velocity relation. I hope it is clear to you. Practice it 2-3 times, all of you, then only you can get this. Now based on these three equations you should be able to solve the numericals. So you will find in that question which variable is given out of u, v, a, t, s. Accordingly you will choose the equation of motion out of these three for finding the unknown value. Okay, out of, like in the first equation, v is equal to u plus at. Four variables are there, three will be given in the question, one you have to find, like you are doing in linear equation mathematics. Similarly you can easily solve. Similarly, second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here also, out of these variables, one will not be given, you can find it like you have done another or other equations. Similarly, v square is equal to u square plus 2s can be easily used to solve the numerical wherever any one unknown is there. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, so by this we have derived the equation of motion. Practice it. Okay, thank you very much.